going on, everybody? I'm coming here live again from the from the revival. Actually, it's not live. It's on YouTube. What am I talking about? I wanted to talk about this. The core question that I will answer today that I really like is, how do you get promoted in an office? I've been promoted a number of times at an office, and if you're someone who does work in an office, this is a surefire way to get promoted. Basically, here's how it works. Go find problems that need to be solved, not just within your job description, but anything coming down the pipe, and just solve them for your superiors. Your job at some level is to make the lives of the people who are paying you, your managers, the owner of the business, however you want to look at it, your job at some level is to make those people's lives easier. And the more problems you take ownership over and solve, and the faster you do that, and the more you solve problems that ultimately either reduce cost or increase revenue, that value that you create in one way or another, that's actually how you get promoted. A leader takes responsibility for problems outside of their purview and solves them anyway, basically is how it works. So like a good way to think about it is like, if you're in customer service, and you're talking to customers and trying to take a lot of like ownership over that, a good thing to do is maybe to sit down and create a list of here's the 20 most commonly asked questions, and then putting them into a frequently asked questions document, and then going to your boss and going, hey, look, most of my time is spent on solving these 20 questions. If we just put those in an automatic solution thing on the website, or we just had an automatic email that got sent out, that would actually solve a lot of my time, and I could spend my time doing other things for other customers. We could actually save a lot of money and time by doing this. That kind of thing is exactly what leaders do, and the action of doing that comes before promotion. That you have to make sure that you're creating value, and that the value you're creating happens before the actual promotion. So the wrong thing to do is to try to approach a superior and say, hey, I want a promotion. I've been here for 2 years. I deserve it. I've worked this many hours. And if someone does that, they're actually showing pretty clearly that there's not a lot to show there. Like the business case has to come before the actual promotion. It's cool that you've done a lot of work. It's great. We really appreciate it. I don't really see why we need to give you more responsibilities. Not everybody just gets to progress through the ladder. That's not really how it works. I entered the economy in a time where it was basically the biggest the biggest depression since the Great Depression. And I had to work a lot before anybody even paid me a dime, and I had to work really hard and create a lot of value for a lot of people before I realized what value I was creating and where they were and why they wanted it from me. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm so much better, but the point I'm making is that there's a lot of people who enter the economy now who think, I can work and that's just how it works. Well, the truth is that people are hiring you. You have to solve problems for other people, and those people are who you're dependent on to understand whether or not you're going to get promoted or a raise or whatever you want. And if you solve those problems for those people, either you're going to have the job yourself, and you're going to get a promotion at it, or you're going to become so valuable and people are going to know that other people and other organizations are going to want to take you because it's obvious what kind of value you're creating. So if you do those things, the work that you're currently doing at your office, they'll have to promote you, or you'll get a better offer from somewhere else. So that's basically how it works. But I would say focus on solving problems for others, either around you or below you or for the business as a whole. And by doing those things, you're going to be unstoppable to get a promotion.